Yo, so what's going on, you little turd nuggets? It is Pone, and today I'm kicking out a little MOAB, a little MOAB, on some CTF right here on Hard Hat. Now, I love this map, basically because of the randomness, the close range areas, the somewhat medium range areas like that right there. So I love the map because no matter what you're going down to, you're going to need to find an ideal gun that's great in close and medium range situations. The PP, for example, the MP7, the G36C. I mean, I don't know if I'd really rely on the ACR on this map, unless you planned on camping your little sack off. But in all entirety, the reason I love this map is because there is about an equal amount of close and mid-range areas to fight. So you're going to need to find a gun that's just great. It's not like you can always rely on only a close-range weapon in this game, because as soon as you come out of that tube, you got two long-range areas, so on and so forth. So it's a pretty cool thing. I hope you enjoy the MOAB. It does get a little slow at some point. It's probably like the world's longest MOAB, but the reason for being is because I poop on their face and a lot of them back out. So for about a minute or two, I think we only have like one guy to bully up on, and of course, that's how we do. So this gameplay was actually from yesterday. I was helping the teams warm up yesterday. Anna, aka Roxy, we were gaming, and I was gaming with her and Vicstar and a couple others because Chiz, White Boy, and K-Pop weren't around for that cock tournament. So I was helping them warm up, and in turn, I ended up getting a cool little CTF gameplay and a MOAB gameplay as well. So, you know, it's not bad. This was my second ever CTF game on this fucking Modern Warfare 3, so it was pretty cool. Now, that's one thing I wanted to talk about as well, is capture the flag. But anyways, let's rewind it. Let's talk about some cock. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, I mentioned the cock tournament to you guys yesterday, or the day before, and it was held yesterday. So the cock was held yesterday, and it was a long one, by the way. It was a very, very long one. I think it took about 8 hours till it was done, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want it to get any nasty around here. There's children listening. So, yeah, like I care. So anyways, it's just, that's what it comes down to, is they had this tournament, so I was helping my friends set up because White Boy and K-Pop were probably balls deep in each other at that point, so I didn't know what was going on, so I was helping them warm up because they hadn't practiced it all together, so we got on, played some games, had some fun. Now, I was really, really excited about it because throughout Method Gaming, if you guys have not checked them out, I told you it's a great core group of people that I'm running alongside Roxy and so on and so forth. Four or five of our guys were in this tournament involved somehow. We had Boo, Roxy, who I helped get in. There was Brett, who I helped get in, and Enad. I actually gave my position for Enad ZT to actually participate in that cock tournament. And it turns out a great idea because he was a sleeper. People did not understand or know who he was yet. So T. Martin ended up picking him up. Marco J, Ronaldinho, Enad ZT, and Scump. That was, what the fuck? That's a stacked team, guys. And they ended up taking it to the end, and Enad repped us pretty well. Even TF141 Ghost represented Method well. So I was super excited about that tournament. We did a great thing helping out charity. Our Method people really, really represented us quite well, and I was really, really proud of our guys. I really am. I'm like that fucking, you know, father that just, you know, sees his kid get laid for the first time. I'd say graduate, but that's not as important. So that's just what that came out wrong. Not like you visually witnessed your son getting it in, but you know what I mean? You found the rapper or something. Come on, guys. Meet me in the middle. So, anyways, now that I'm done talking about cock, basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about is CTF and the mode, the game type, what I love about this. And I don't think it gets the justice that it deserves. A lot of people think that the best way to determine somebody's skill in a game is actually going through and playing free-for-alls or 1v1s. Let me reiterate and repeat that you are not going to define or find somebody's skill in a game by doing 1v1s and TDMs. I know it sounds like, what are you talking about? And the reason for being is because that's just killing straight up. There's a lot of luck involved. There's nothing that you really do as a team. So you're just a solo player, and this is a team-oriented based game. So when you're playing a game like Call of Duty, I don't care if you go 98-3. You know, I want to see you win the game. I want to see you use teamwork. And that's what I've always understood. That's why I've not gone after big 100-kill games or anything like that in Modern Warfare 3, is because it's not worth it to me. It just really isn't. I'd rather mess around, maybe go for the occasional MOAB, and, you know, do stuff like that. I mean, I selfishly play sometimes, but I personally get off knowing that people play the objective right. And the best game type to build up your team-built skills is CTF. Demolition, maybe. Domination, yeah. Search, yeah, but the only downfall of Search is it's just boring sometimes. I mean, you have to stay alive, and communication only goes so far in that game type. I mean, you only got one life, so you got to make it count, so it does help your communication skills. But in turn, it gets kind of boring because you're not playing that much. If you die of doom, bitch, get ready to wait out 5 minutes, and that's just not arousing to me. It's just not. It's not. I want to be sensual with the enemy. and I want to take them all out. So that's what I like to do, is I like to play game types like CTF, and I was seriously upset that I haven't given many of these game types a shot. I haven't been playing CTF on this game. I haven't even played was it Team Defender yet? I think that's what it's called. I haven't even played any of that shit yet. I've not done Specialist or whatever it's called, the different Spec Ops. That's the one, I think. Yeah. So I haven't done too much in this outside of Kill Confirm, Domination, TDM. And that's because I like Domination. I love those game types. It's what I'm fond of. I'm really good at Search, even though I don't play it often. But, you know, I think that those games need a little bit more recognition than they deserve. A lot of people think that you're skillful for putting up 100 kill games in a Domination. I'm not saying it's not skillful, but it's not impressive to me, if that makes any sense. I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, it's cool. I mean, if you get one, flaunt it off, you know, show it. Yeah, no, hang out with your hang out. I mean, whatever you want to do, that's fine, but that's not something I go for, if that makes any sense. So, you know, though they are impressive, it's not really me. So what I like to see is I like to see people, you know, tearing it up in things like Search, Domination, but actually heavily playing the objective. I like to see close to the knit games where you get 7 caps. I like to see CTF running it down. I like to see you get caps, and I think that's great. I think that's really, really great. I was born on CTF, man. When I came into the game, it was about Unreal Tournament. Yeah, I'd say about so, and I was playing in the Insta-Gib ladder, which is basically like kind of like the Golden Gun feel, where you get one shot, one kill. Well, you could shoot numerous times, but it was a one-shot kill every time you shot somebody. It was super fast-paced, because obviously if you get shot, you're done. And I played on ladders and stuff like that, and 4v4, 6v6, stuff like that. And we'd go through and we'd play, and it'd be impressive, it'd be amazing, because you only have one shot, so you got to try to outthink the enemy. You have to outplay the enemy. You got to run through. You got to poop on kids. And I have to admit that it was what really trained me to become an objective player, what trained me to learn a little bit more, and I really did enjoy it. So if you guys are trying to find that area to compete with your friends, try to become better at the game objective-wise, go into some CTF. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. I mean, there's a little bit of a spawn delay, but it's not as of a burden as like Search is. But I think it is the best type to communicate, to guard, to protect, to block off, to hit the choke points. I think it is the best game type to learn skills and team orientation over anything. So, you know, that's my thought real quick as I take this guy out through a ladder because I'm fucking beast. And then I get pooped on. So there's my little MOAB, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Rate up the video, guys. Peace out.